Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, I'm here on Joe Mercer Way, and you're not going to believe it. Two brothers from Scotland, Crass and Graham. Now look, one's a Chelsea fan, the other's a Man City fan, and they've come down. I take it you've travelled here today from Scotland. Yeah. So how long have you been a City fan, and how long have you been a Chelsea fan?
Chelsea fan for about 92.
Since 92?
About 2005.
2005? So you're the before anyone says anything, before the pre.
Yes, just before that.
Just before it. So what are your thoughts on today, brothers coming to the game?
2-1 Chelsea.
You reckon 2-1 Chelsea?
Yeah, 3-1 City.
3-1 City?
Yeah.
Is there gonna be any arguments on the train or drive back?
No arguments.
No arguments?
Somebody's going back upset.
Yeah, listen, I want to ask you one quick question. Obviously, we know Frank Lampard. He's doing a wonderful job at the moment. Why do you think it's all working out so far?
He's worked with the youngsters before, so I think it's just rubbing off him, I think.
Who's the standout youngster so far this season?
Tam Abraham and Mason Mount.
And Mason Mount.
Definitely, aye.
They're very highly rated. I don't. Is Abraham injured today?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I think. Or is it Hudson-Odoi who's injured? It might be.
Maybe he's just back.
And what about you? Obviously, it's not been a great start for us.
No.
You know, three losses, a draw. What are your thoughts?
We've had too many injuries this season, but Sterling's been the standout player for us.
He's been superb, hasn't he?
Yeah, him and Aguero. So,
Yeah. Well, let's hope those two today get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
So just remind me, score prediction?
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
3-1 City.
Listen, guys, enjoy the game
We will.
and just
Lovely.
stay friends and brothers.
Yeah.
Take care.
Aye.
Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, I'm here with a massive blue, and that's Linford. So Linford, can you just quickly turn around so I can see the back? Glaswegian, Brummie, Manc. So, Linford, tell me, what's that all about?
It's a long wee story actually. I've been a Manchester City fan for 40 years and I now live in Glasgow, so I just wanted to change my identity a wee bit because I knew too many people, so hence the Glaswegian because I live in Glasgow, Brummie because I'm from Birmingham, Sutton Coldfield, and the Manc short for Man City.
So, obviously you said to me before you've followed City all over.
Yeah, all over, you know, like Europe, away games. I've been following them since just 72, 73, so it's a long time, you know, so I'll try not to give my age away. You know, I've been a City fan, die hard. Sometimes I lose, as we sometimes do, get a bit frustrated with football. So, but you know, Man City is I find it a very like family. We're very, you know, I love all the young ones of today. I wish I went back 20 years, and but football has changed so much.
Yeah.
But it's been fortunate to see Man City win the Premier League so many times, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, play in Europe, and just come to this new stadium, and you know, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling now.
So you've been following obviously City probably 4 or 5 years before my first game. In that time, who's your favourite player that you've seen?
Favourite player, without a shadow of a doubt, you know, people always ask me this, is Colin Bell. You know, to me, I mean, even if Colin Bell, to this day, I've wanted to meet him. That you know, people say, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to win the lottery? I just want to meet Colin Bell. If Colin Bell stepped here next to me now, that's to me that's winning the lottery because he's my life.
Hey, listen, you never know because we might hashtag in City into this, and who knows? You never know. But listen, today we've got Chelsea. We've not had a great start to the season. It's been a bit disappointing with some of the obviously injuries and the form and things like that. But what are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, they've won the last 6 games. You know, you can never, you know, Chelsea's Frank Lampard, the young boys, they're hungry, but I look at it, you know, how many of these young players have played 90 minutes to Pep Guardiola team, and if we go out and play the way we can play, intensity, a bit of intensity and whatever, you know, I think it may be just be a bit too much for them today. So I like to think that we can just nick it by, you know, the odd one goal, because they're going to come here thinking that they can turn us over with just a few lapses we've had in the past couple of weeks. So, you know, I'm going for like a 2-1 for Man City tonight.
Well, listen, Linford, I'm just going to pan out just so I can get this fantastic kilt in. There you go. This is Linford here. You can see in all his glory. Listen, Linford, I want to say a massive thank you, buddy. Enjoy the game today.
That's great. Thanks so much, and all the best, City. Come on, you Blue Boys!
Equalising goal for City, scored by number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. Goal for City, scored by number 26, Riyad Mahrez.
Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, here outside the Blue Moon Cafe with Martin. Martin, what were your thoughts? Obviously, we've got a few ferrets in the background chatting very loudly, but City win 2-1. We had a late goal disallowed. What were your thoughts on the game?
Mixed. I've got mixed feelings on that one. Great result, great result. It wasn't the flowing game I thought. We were still lacking something for me at the minute. Confidence is not quite there for me. Too many players underperformed.
Like who? Well, you said too many players underperformed. Like who?
Mendy was not good.
Mendy was bloody awful, if I'm honest, today.
I was trying to be PC with that.
I thought he was awful. No, be honest.
Mendy was garbage. Too many backwards passes for one. When Williams, how old's Williams? 30-odd years old.
He was.
He's running by him.
He's
running by him like he's a 19-year-old young Leroy Sané. Then I'm getting a bit worried.
I mean, we're being a bit harsh because he's only just coming back from an injury. So, does he need game time? I've not given up hope on Mendy. I just thought he had a poor game. I'm only calling the game that I saw, but does he need more games?
Possibly. But the same with John Stones, what I'm going to say. Ain't his first season. These players were in the first season, I get it. John Stones, Fernandinho got him out of the shit 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but I thought today he made some great tackles, and I'm trying to judge one game, and I'm trying to be as objective as I can when I'm watching one game and critiquing the players. But like John Stones, he's been in and out of the squad. I mean, you look at all of the other teams like Liverpool, you look at Leicester, who've got the best defensive record in the Premier League. You look
Yeah.
at other teams who are up there, they've got consistency in their back four. Today, you know, we had Stones and Fernandinho.
Oh, yeah,
we had
don't get me wrong.
we had Cancelo at right back instead of Walker. We
Yeah.
had Mendy back
I mean, what's
instead
that?
of Angelino.
16th change this year in the back line, so it won't be helping. Of course not. But Mahrez scored a great goal.
Oh, brilliant finish.
Goal. But I'll tell you what, I mean, I said before the game on the live blog that he'll trap back and he'll do the dirty stuff. Well, he proved me wrong today because he shit out of about 4
Yeah,
one-on-ones.
he
He backed out. He turned his back every single time.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
very lightweight. And then when
Yeah.
you see the likes of Phil Foden come on, getting stuck in,
change the game.
getting stuck in, and you know,
I mean, I know you've criticised Gundogan today. No, in the past. But Gundogan and Foden changed that for me today.
Yeah.
Changed it. But again, Gundogan was in his natural position back in CDM. Rodri, I don't know what went on there. I know he was fuming when he came off.
he didn't look fit at all today
No,
for me.
Aguero's injured now. Look like he's done his groin.
They're saying it's a muscle injury.
Yeah. Silva's out. Silva is going to be a loss. There was a positive, and it shouldn't be a positive behind an injury. I'm hoping Phil gets some game time now.
Yeah, I agree.
And we can integrate him and embed him properly into this team. Because I'm not going to lie, as much as Silva's been here, he's an absolute legend, and he will always be a legend here, forever and ever. For me, bigger than Company. But we've got to also look at the future now, and Foden's the future for me. So this is his chance. He's got to grab it with both arms. But I will say, Chelsea second half, apart from 1 or 2 shots, they didn't really produce a lot.
No.
The one thing that annoyed me today, and we said it all around us, I'd love to know how many unforced errors we made today. Giving the ball away in sloppy positions. Fernandinho, I thought, rightfully got man of the match. The guy's an absolute brick at the back. He won't let anything through him. Tremendous player. As for his age, wow, he's got some engine on him.
So we go forward to Shakhtar on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're not playing at our scintillating best. We know that. We've seen it today in fits and starts. Kevin De Bruyne, I thought, actually today really stepped up in that midfield where, before you've always thought he just looks a little off the pace. Today looked
The
like
funny
he
thing
was.
is, before his goal, I thought he was the same De Bruyne that.
Yeah, I didn't
But I tell you what,
today.
once he got his goal, I tell you what, he went back.
Maybe it's
he
a
went back to
confidence.
his
Maybe it's a confidence thing.
Maybe it is that. But after his goal, I thought he was superb, De Bruyne. He was splitting balls for fun. I mean, the one thing one thing I'm looking forward to. There wasn't a sub today that came on that didn't improve.
Yeah.
Jesus ran his rear end off today.
Sergio again today, not
No.
quite at it. I know he's been, I know there's rumours that, he's still carrying, even though he said himself that he's had the operation and he feels better, but he still doesn't look.
Can I be honest with you now? I'm going to be honest with you
He doesn't
now.
look Sergio of last season.
I think we need to realise as a fan base, Sergio ain't the Sergio of 5 years ago anymore. He's older. And as a striker, without pace, Fernandinho can do his job back there at his age. Sergio up top ain't going to do that anymore. There was one in the first half, he went flying forward and he couldn't get anywhere near it. The defender beat him all day long. It's the game.
Getting stuck in and,
I mean, I know you've criticised Gundogan today. No, in the past. But Gundogan and Foden changed that for me today.
Yeah.
Changed it. But again, Gundogan was in his natural position back in CDM. Rodri, I don't know what went on there. I know he was fuming when he came off.
he didn't look fit at all today
No,
for me.
Aguero's injured now. Look like he's done his groin.
They're saying it's a muscle injury.
Yeah. Silva's out. Silva is going to be a loss. There was a positive, and it shouldn't be a positive behind an injury. I'm hoping Phil gets some game time now.
Yeah, I agree.
And we can integrate him and embed him properly into this team. Because I'm not going to lie, as much as Silva's been here, he's an absolute legend, and he will always be a legend here, forever and ever. For me, bigger than Company. But we've got to also look at the future now, and Foden's the future for me. So this is his chance. He's got to grab it with both arms. But I will say, Chelsea second half, apart from 1 or 2 shots, they didn't really produce a lot.
No.
The one thing that annoyed me today, and we said it all around us, I'd love to know how many unforced errors we made today. Giving the ball away in sloppy positions.
Fernandinho, I thought, rightfully got man of the match. The guy's an absolute brick at the back. He won't let anything through him. Tremendous player. And for his age, wow, he's got some engine on him.
So we go forward to Shakhtar on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're not playing at our scintillating best. We know that. We've seen it today in fits and starts. Kevin De Bruyne, I thought, actually today really stepped up in that midfield where, before you've always thought it just looks a little off the pace. Today looked
The
like
funny
he
thing
was.
is, before his goal, I thought he was the same De Bruyne that.
Nah, I didn't.
But I tell you what,
today.
once he got his goal, I tell you what, he went back.
Maybe it's
he
a
went back to
confidence.
his,
Maybe it's a confidence thing. Maybe.
Maybe it is that. But after his goal, I thought he was superb, De Bruyne. He was splitting balls for fun. I mean, the one thing one thing I'm looking forward to, there wasn't a sub today that came on that didn't improve.
Yeah.
Jesus ran his rear end off today.
Sergio again today, not quite at it. I know he's been, I know there's rumours that, he's still carrying, even though he's said himself that he's had the operation and he feels better, but he still doesn't look.
Can I be honest with you now? I'm going to be honest with you now.
He doesn't look Sergio of last season.
I think we need to realise as a fan base, Sergio ain't the Sergio of 5 years ago anymore. He's older, and as a striker, without pace, you can put Fernandinho can do his job back there at his age. Sergio up top ain't going to do that anymore. There was one in the first half. He went flying forward, and he couldn't get anywhere near it. The defender beat him all day long. I'm not going to mention the officiating of VAR. It's been proved now that Sterling was onside with images. I just don't get it anymore. I don't get the officiating. They said after the meeting last week they were going to make it clearer in the stadium. It was more confusing than ever. They showed the offside with the lines. I am not kidding you. It was on the screen for less than 2 seconds. How was that making it clearer?
Yeah, well, listen, we move on to Shakhtar.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing. We beat a very good team there. Do you remember that? Chelsea are a damn good team, and we beat them. So, yeah, positive.
Well, we're up to third now, so...
We're above Chelsea. Now we're just going to get above Leicester now. We play them in a couple of weeks.
We're on to Shakhtar. Tuesday night,
Tuesday.
We'll be here. Just give me a score prediction for Tuesday.
Yeah, it's an hard one because I don't know how they're going to view the game. 4-1. Let's go positive, 4-1.
Okay.
Jesus, 2 goals.
There you go. That's Martin from Manchester City Fan TV. That's his predictions for Tuesday and his summary of today's game. But anyway, guys, listen, don't forget, check out the fan cams. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell icon. And we'll be back Tuesday night here at the Etihad. A very wet Etihad now and very cold. But take care. We'll see you soon.